We're back.
Yes. God, I've literally been on a bender, so I'm literally like half dead. I'm not even there.
You've been on a bender for like...
My whole life. My God.
It's just no lie.
Yeah, literally. I'm here, but like the brain cells are not brain celling. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you passed away shortly.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the Entreprenwhores.
Slay, I'm Ruby Rose.
I'm Larry Rose.
I can't remember what number episode this is. I think this is episode number 7. Or is it number 6? I don't know.
Don't ask me. I have no fucking clue. But Slay, we're still going. I'm really impressed with us.
Yeah.
And we've been so consistent.
We have.
Honestly, that is so good for us.
We've slayed it.
Yeah.
And thank you for everyone that has watched thus far.
Yes. The reaction's been good, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. But today, we've decided to scrap the fishbowl.
Fuck the fishbowl. I'm
Because
over it.
fuck the fish.
Yeah.
Right? Fish are for eating, not
Yeah.
bowling.
Yeah. Fuck the fishbowl. We're just kind of lazy, so we just can't be bothered with it.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. And plot twist, we did actually know the topics anyways. So expose.
Who would have known?
It was just there for novelty, but effort in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we are our catchphrase.
Oh my God! We're the Entreprenwhores, and we're here to break the stigma.
And be slay. I literally forgot it again every single time.
So today's topic is social media and the impact that it has on being like an OnlyFans creator or just a creator in general. And we're just gonna like dive into that really and just like talk about all the different like revenues and avenues. Revenues? What's wrong with me? All the different avenues and like ways that social media is important and like the bad bits and the good bits and just go crazy.
Because I don't think people realise, unless you do OnlyFans, that like it's mostly social media.
Yeah.
So I think people find that quite shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is mostly marketing.
Well, I had a conversation with someone, it was a photographer the other day, and like he doesn't know me very well. Like we've spoken a couple of times and we've met up to do like shoots a couple of times, but like, you know, doesn't know me that well. And even he was saying that OnlyFans is like 10% of your job and 90% of it is social media. And it was really nice to hear that from like a man and B someone that's like completely separate from that industry.
Yeah.
Because it's like nice, but then like at the same time I do think that the majority of people know that, they just refuse to admit it.
Like they won't acknowledge that.
Yeah, because then they're like accepting that OnlyFans is a real job.
It's like actual work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because posting is work. And it's across so many platforms as well.
Yeah. And yeah.
Like even before we were like starting the podcast, I've been like scrambling to post on stuff for like half an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's work.
Should we start with like the good and the bad bits of social media?
Yeah.
So like, I think the good things about social media are the fact that everyone can use it, and like it means that you can have like an unlimited amount of money if you know how to use social media properly. And I think the bad side of it is the fact that it's like so time consuming and like all consuming as well. I think it just completely takes over and like you can never get away from it.
And you feel guilty when like you're on your phone and not working
Yeah.
and you find yourself constantly working.
Yeah.
That's why initially like I bought an iPad because I was like, I'm going to try and like disassociate the two, but you just can't.
No.
And if you're on an app, you're like, well, I should be really doing something on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I go on my phone, I feel guilty for not working. And then that makes me feel worse. So then I'm just like, well, I'm not working now, so I might as well just not bother. And I just like won't do it for the whole day because I'm like, oh, well, what's the point?
Yeah. I feel like the only time I'm actually switched off on my phone is if I'm like watching something.
Yeah.
That means that I can't go off it, like YouTube or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm always like, well, I could be doing this or could be doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Especially because there's so many platforms.
Yeah. So many.
Literally.
And you have to like keep up with everything as well, which is very tiring because algorithms are constantly changing, apps are constantly developing, like the way that they want you to be creating content and posting is always changing.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's just like ever, like it's never ending.
Like how you would like what's the word? Like go about TikTok like a few years ago is not how you do it now.
Oh, no,
and it's
completely
constantly like
different.
evolving, and you got to keep up.
100%.
And if you don't, you just get left behind.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I think as well, social media has like a massive, like, and people don't realize, well, I think they do, but like not properly, but social media has such a huge impact on your earnings if you are a creator. So like, I don't know why people don't really think about this, but I suppose when you think about it in terms of like a YouTuber, everyone knows that YouTubers monetize their videos. It's exactly the same for like OnlyFans creators. We use our social media platforms in a way that pushes people across and funnels people across onto our paid platforms, which is where we then make money.
Yeah.
So our entire social media presence and like branding on social media is all about making money. YouTubers just do that within the same platform.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Whereas we push people elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because we ain't getting those brand deals.
Because we're just filthy whores.
Literally. I'm in my slut era.
That's a whole episode. Yeah. But yeah, so like, I think it's important as well to talk about how,
Ooh, the titties want to be free.
to talk about how social media like can positively and negatively impact your earnings, like on OnlyFans. So like if you have like a video blow up, you will probably make like so much more money on OnlyFans, because like a lot more people are coming across to your page. And then if you are marketing yourself properly and you're doing it in like the right way, it will push people across onto your other pages. So like your OnlyFans or whatever other platforms you use that are paid. Well, I mean, you have first-hand experience of that. Did you know she was on the Sideman?
Oh my God, yeah. Have I mentioned that I was on the Sidemen yet? I wonder how many people I've annoyed with like non-stop talking about the Sidemen. I'd only heard of the Sidemen like this year. I think the first time I heard of them was like at the start of the year. I'd never heard of them before. Yeah, I knew.
That's crazy.
I knew who KSI was, but I didn't know who the rest of them were.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But I still went on there. But no, it was really good. But that's just like a different like level of like social media grind. It's like appearing on stuff.
Yeah. So it's like getting your name out there. And obviously you had like a massive boost, didn't you? In like everything, like your platforms went mental.
Yeah.
But because what is that video on at the moment? Like the actual
video, I think it's over 35 million now.
Really?
In 3 weeks. Yeah, which is insane.
That's crazy.
But they knew it would go viral because it's Speed.
Yeah.
And Speed is like nuts.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's like one of the biggest streamers. Like,
yeah.
In America. Or ever. Like.
And then you have a reel that's done what, like nearly 7 million views?
Yeah, it's getting close.
That I edited.
No, she did. We were so stressed because when the Sidemen video went up, I was like, I need to like be so on it with this and be so smart because I wanted to like really boost my socials. Yeah. And we were like literally like messaging back and forth and I was like, help me, we need to do a reel right now.
I did like 3 different versions, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I was like cutting and changing them. But like, this is what we mean when we say like you have to be so on top of it with your social media. Like,
I think I've gained the most followers out of any girl that was on the Sidemen.
100%.
And it's because like, it's not because they promoted me.
Yeah.
All people knew was my first name. It's because I made sure I had a YouTube video ready to go as soon as it was posted. That had my name and the Sidemen in it. I had a reel ready to go. And then I was like commenting on everything. It was like a few of us, wasn't it? Like just commenting and like 5 so on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then people were then, because they knew my name, people were then tagging every single person was tagging. Like if you go on like some of the viral TikTok clips and stuff, like people were tagging me. Yeah. Just like random people because they knew, because they saw it straight away.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah. So it's
but
like,
I had to make sure like my account was in green as well, like on Instagram. So it was like easy to search.
Yeah.
Like everything had to be like so prepared. I prepared 3 weeks in advance for like everything to drop.
You had so much content ready as well to like post in between the Sidemen stuff because you didn't want it to just be like just the Sidemen, did you? No. So like you wanted it like to promote, like you used all of that, not just to like make money on OnlyFans, but also to like promote you as a person and like your singing and like you did it really, really cleverly.
Thank you.
That's such a stupid word. You did it very intelligently. You did it very intelligently.
Yeah.
And like, that's how you should be marketing. Like that is how you market yourself. That is how you create branding.
Because I saw people commenting and they were like, oh, she's only blown up because of Speed. And I'm like, bitch, this was like, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I think I've now gained like 60K followers in 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I think you were on 40K. I remember you being on 40.
I was on 58.9.
Yeah, and
Very specific.
Yeah, because I remember you were just under me, and I was like really surprised that you had less than me, because your content is like, there's a lot more of you, like, and you post a lot more than I do.
It's just like so hard to break through.
Yeah,
like it's so hard.
It's very oversaturated
and, like,
now.
I needed something like this just because like I've been so shadow banned on TikTok. I've had so many accounts removed, so it's been really hard for me to like maintain presence on social media.
Yeah.
I kind of have relied on Instagram, but I'm glad that I've invested so much time into Instagram now because it has paid off.
Yeah.
It's just about like patience.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this year has taught me patience.
Yeah.
And like consistency.
100%.
As long as you're consistent and you're patient and you work hard, it will eventually like pay off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I literally just say it like so much, like.
And as well, like people saying like, oh, it's the only reason that you got all of this like fame or whatever is because of Speed. Well, what about all the other girls then? If that's the case, like, what about all the other girls?
Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like the girls who are like the favorites in the videos, like they've done well.
Yeah.
But they ain't done my numbers. Is that bad to say?
No, because your numbers are insane.
Yeah. But one of the girls, she met up with Speed and they made a video together, I think.
Who did they?
Recently, yeah, they went on a date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
like, that should be me. I think I scared him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You were a bit of a man eater.
Also, like, when I gave him my number, I didn't call it, and the other girls, I think they called his number, so I didn't actually have his number in my phone. Because KSI came in, didn't he, and was like, put your number in.
KSI wanted your number.
I think so.
He's so
KSI, if you're watching this, you can have me. You can have my pussy on a platter. It's yours. This belongs to you. I love him. I have such a crush on him.
Do you?
I think it's a crush on me.
I
Maybe one day. But no, apparently he has a secret girlfriend, so...
Is it Alexia Grace?
Damn it, imagine it is. Imagine it actually is. Miss Alexia, girl, share your man.
Share.
Yeah.
To her, not me.
No, apparently
share.
she doesn't want to be on social media, I think.
What, his girlfriend?
Yeah. I don't really know much about it, but apparently. Because when I was like tweeting about KSI, like I had replies being like, don't be so disrespectful. Like, he has a girlfriend. I was like, step aside, bitch. Joking. Love you.
She's not joking.
I'm not.
She's not joking.
But yeah, I have been like in his DMs, KSI, and Logan Paul's too, actually. I've just been DMing them as if they're going to see it. Like, love you, daddy. And Speeds. I had messaged Speed yesterday. I was like, love you, daddy, but he just didn't.
You're a different breed.
He didn't read it, obviously.
You're a different
But now
breed.
that I'm verified, maybe they'll see it at some point. I think they're too big though, aren't they?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
That definitely did like massively help with my numbers. But it's just about being smart. Like,
yeah,
in my
if you hadn't done all
OnlyFans-
that like prep and you hadn't had that vlog ready to go on YouTube and you hadn't done those reels and you didn't have everything like set up the way you did, there's no way that you would have had as much promo as you have. Like it was literally just because you were so on top of it. Like as soon as that video dropped, you posted a reel like half an hour or like 20 minutes after the video dropped, and within like 20 minutes the video already had like 1 million views or something, didn't it? It was like, it was something ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
no, that was because we posted a different reel first. I think that's done 400K.
Yeah, and then the second one that we I mean like the Sidemen video.
Oh, this I think you meant my reels. I was like, I ain't that cool
in like
and popular and swag.
in half an hour. By the time we'd posted that first reel, the video had already done like 1 million views.
Yeah.
It was something crazy, like almost 1 million views. Like I was looking at it like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you posted that reel, and it's got like nearly 500K.
Yeah.
And then the second reel you posted is obviously the one that's nearly at 7 mil. Which was the actual clip of you and Speed.
It's insane. 'Cause when it hit 1 mil, I was like, oh my God, I've never had a reel hit 1 million before. And then I was like, oh, that'll be it then. And it just kept going up, and it's still going up. And I'm like, that's literally
because
mad.
it's pinned. Did you know that pinned reels get pushed out more?
Oh, do they?
That's why I rotate what my
I
pinned
didn't pin it
reels
straight
are.
away because I was like, I'm going to keep like a singing video pinned. I'm going to keep like a dancing video pinned and then something else. And then I've switched it now, so that's pinned. And I pinned my post that I did, like the Anthony Taylor thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, people will link it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was smart too, because my friend Tina, like, hooked me up to do the boxing, like, do the ring walk. And, like, I knew because it's the same demographic, it's the same audience, people would recognize me from that too.
100%.
And they did. I had so many people, like, come up to me on that day.
Which would have pushed you out even more.
And it was, like, what, 2 weeks after?
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
it's just about, like, being smart and doing things that are, like, slightly different to you. Because, like, in, like, my time of doing OnlyFans, like, instead of solely doing social media, I've also done, like, some TV stuff.
Yeah.
Or just, like, random things, like, appearing on stuff. Because that's how you get your name out there. Like, say yes to everything that you can.
100%.
And, like, network, speak to people. Like, it's so important. Because this job is also, like, very antisocial.
Very.
So, like, when you can, like, get out there and talk to people, like, fucking run. Yeah. Go. Socialize.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Slay.
She's a runner. She's a ring walk girl.
I fell. Did anyone see that? Did you see? I literally fell when I was walking. It's because I saw my friend Lola and she was filming, and because I didn't expect it to be that, I was like, oh! And I literally tripped, and you can see on TV I fucking tripped. Someone messaged me like, you fell.
I did have a few people message me to say, I've just seen your friend on TV, and then the next message was, she fell.
I'm so embarrassed. Like, I don't even fall in high heels, and it's just so funny. Like, the one time where, like, I really needed to not fall, I literally, like, stumbled. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
I think you styled it out though.
Yeah, I made it work. Oh my God, cringe.
But another thing to talk about with all of that, and, like, whenever you have, like, really big highs with social media with this job, there's always, like, such a big low that does come with it. So, like, and it's, like, so depressing because it's like, you know, every time you skyrocket and you get a video that goes viral, you know that, like, within 2-3 months it's going to come back down again. With like your stuff, I think that will probably stay high for probably, like, a good, like, 4 months.
Yeah,
because
not as high, but the thing is, like, you have to, like, chase it. So I'm already stressed because I'm like, I don't have anything, like, booked and on right now. So I'm like, this is gonna go down, and I'm like,
But it's so depressing because, like, you see those numbers go up, and, like, the thing with this job is you are constantly chasing numbers. You're always chasing views because you know that the views equal money. So that means you're, like, you're always just constantly chasing, you know, and it's, like, so depressing. Like, I think I had a few videos on TikTok to do with my car go, like, absolutely viral, like, it was the start of this year.
Which videos?
No, it was last year. It was this time last year. No, I have, like, weird hiccups. I don't know what's happening. I'm just like...
I thought you were burping. I was like...
No. It was
Which videos were
it was last year. It was the videos of me with my polo.
Where you, like, jump and you're like...
Yeah, I was just, like, doing stupid things. So, like, I have 2 cars, and one of the car that is my best car, or I guess my show car, that was having loads of work done to it, so I didn't have that car at the time. So I was just doing, like, stupid videos with the polo, and they genuinely were just, like, stupid. And I did, like, a stupid little Fortnite dance at the start of every video because I knew that people would comment on it. And then I did, and it's, like, a recognizable thing that it's, like, a Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
And then I just was, like, very over exaggerated.
Oh, I was traumatic. Why is my vagina so wet? No one look at my wet vagina.
So I was doing the Fortnite dance, like, at the start, and then I was just doing, like, very over-exaggerated, like, bending over and stuff like that, being like, look at my wheels, and it just, the whole shot would just be my ass.
Yeah.
Like, and it's, like, very obviously, like, sarcasm and, like, satire.
But people don't understand.
But people don't understand.
And then they comment, and that boosts it.
Yeah, so many people were, like, fuming about what I was doing, but it was just getting me, like, so many views, and I was making so much money from it. And, like, people in the car community absolutely fucking love any ability to shit on someone or to, like, give someone hate, or especially women. Like, the car community love to hate on women.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, I will get hate as will every other woman. We will get just as much hate doing respectable things as we will doing non-respectable things. Yeah, because we're women and naturally we can't be interested in cars without doing it for attention. Exactly, Chip. What do you have to say about that?
And that's on period.
T.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was
your
just
comment
like...
section is always filled with people just being assholes.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to do all of this stuff because why not? And and it was also just because I didn't have any content to post. So I was just like, I'll just do some like stupid videos. And then they literally blew up and they were getting like millions of views. I had like quite a few do over 1 million, and then I had quite a few do like sort of like a couple 100,000. Like 200,000 or like 500,000, that kind of thing.
I think like the smartest way to market yourself on OnlyFans is to make content that's unrelated to OnlyFans. So like the car stuff, and you know it's going to stay up, you know, it's like not going to have any violations.
Because it's interesting. Like, I think this is a thing that people forget. Like, why would somebody subscribe to you because you're hot? It's not because of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, people think that, like, I've got loads of lingerie, I know how to pose, I'm just going to take some photos and I'm going to make so much money on OnlyFans. No, you stupid bitch. That's not how it
works. That's literally not how it works
like,
at all.
You have to be an interesting person. You have to have, like, an interesting personality. And you have to be interested in things that other people are interested in. Like, all of the people that I know that are huge on OnlyFans are interesting people. Like, the people that are making, like, you know, sort of under that 1% and, you know, under 1% and under like 0.8%, they're all interesting people and they all have a niche that they very much stick to. And like, like that's why all the car stuff does really well for me, because I am genuinely interested in cars. And like, I have 2 cars.
Are you sure you're not doing it for attention?
Obviously. Like, I have 2 cars that are modified. Do you know what I mean? I've spent so much money on both the cars and everything. Like, people think that they can just be hot. And it's just not how it works.
No,
like,
it's not how it
why would someone subscribe to you if you're hot? There are literally millions of people that do OnlyFans now. Like
some of like the most attractive people I know don't do as well on OnlyFans. But that's because I think they maybe rely on being
attractive.
Yeah. And like, I've definitely gone through phases of doing that too, and it just doesn't correlate. Like, it doesn't give you the numbers.
Yeah, but it's very hard because it's really easy to feel like uninspired with this job because, like I said earlier, you're constantly chasing the numbers. So like, you're constantly thinking like, what can I do that's different and that other people are going to be interested in and that will market me, but at the same time I'm not pushing it on people too much. You know, like, it's very difficult to find that balance. So it can be like really easy to get burnt out very quickly because it's so hard to like...
It is like so much harder to market yourself in a way that's unrelated to OnlyFans, but it is always better and it will pay off
100%,
more.
yeah.
Like, I think people who do like comedy and stuff always do...
Like Rebecca.
And like Kimmy.
Yeah.
She does comedy. And like, it just works. And doesn't like, what's her name, Mama Plugs?
Yeah, she's very funny.
As well,
she does very funny like car comedy stuff.
Yeah.
So like, she's worked into like 2 niches there, which is like really good.
It's just so smart.
Yeah, she's very funny, and like she had a BBL, and
it's huge.
It is huge, and she gets so many like shitty comments about it. So now like I was talking to her and she was saying like she does it on purpose. Like, she'll post angles of herself where she looks like awful. She doesn't, but where, you know, people think she looks awful, because she knows that like everyone is going to comment on it
and just boost the algorithm.
Like I was saying earlier about like highs and lows, like, so I had all those videos do like really well and I was making so much money from it. Like, I think it was like the most I'd ever made, and then like because I was like so excited and I was like, oh my God, this is so fun, like I love it. And as well, I was like so happy because it was something that I was genuinely enjoying doing and like filming and making it. It wasn't like a chore. And then like 6 months, I was like having to think of like something else to do that was different because it was just like, okay, well, that's kind of been done now.
Yeah.
You know? And so then it was like, I remember saying to you, like, I'm so stressed because like things are changing a lot. and you were like, yeah, but it's because you had such a big high that it's going to feel like there's a big
it's
low.
gonna naturally fall down.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even fall that bad.
Well, it was funny because my money wasn't even changing that much. Like, I was still actually making the amounts that I was making with the big highs, but the like number of subscribers was dropping, but the amount of money I was still making was the same. So it was really strange.
Yeah.
But like the views were dropping. So clearly I was maintaining like people's interest to still be on my page, which is really good. But it's really weird how it works sometimes. But it can be very depressing to like see yourself do really, really well and then have like a big, or what feels like a big drop.
Yeah.
You know?
That's with me all year.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about like content and stuff, it's like, and being original, like being original is so underrated to the point where like people don't realize like you being original and you actually being like your genuine authentic self is what will make you money.
Yeah.
Like people think that they need to like put on this act and be someone that they're not. And like, yeah, that might work, but for how long?
Yeah.
Because like, how long can you keep that act up constantly on social media?
I feel like now as well, like original content gets pushed, and like if you're just copying everyone else, it doesn't really get pushed anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you're just using the same sounds that everyone uses and like, I don't know, just doing the same things, it just doesn't do much anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do have something original, it's hard to think of original ideas. But if you do have something original, it definitely pays off more.
Yeah. So like I always say to people, like, just think of something that you genuinely enjoy. Like think of like a hobby or an interest that you have and think of a way to like work that into your content. Like, for example, like I'm interested in Lord of the Rings, you know, like that could have been the niche that I went into. I could have gone into doing like gaming, like Lord of the Rings gaming, or like gone into Lord of the Rings figures, or, you know, like cosplay and like all sorts of stuff with that. But I decided, you know, the car stuff kind of happened by accident. Like this is the thing, it wasn't even like a planned thing of like, I'm going to build my brand around the cars. Like the cars was just an interest I had.
You always loved cars.
Yeah, like it was just an interest.
I first met you when you just passed.
Yeah, you did.
Now look at you.
Slay.
What car did you have then?
I had a red Vauxhall Adam.
I don't remember it being red, but I'm going to move into like streaming. So I feel like I don't really have a niche. Do I have a niche?
I would say cosplay.
Yeah, I guess so. That was my initial niche.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like fell off with it.
That was because you lost your TikTok.
Yeah, I kind of lost my identity and confidence and everything. But yeah, I'm going to move into like streaming now because once again, it all like kind of correlates. So I do like a lot of like cosplay stuff. And I feel like I've always streamed anyway, so it makes sense for me to like stream on a PC. I've bought a PC and I have a guy that's building it for me. So I'm like excited. I could never build a PC. I ain't got the facilities for that. I am a little bit nerdy.
Yeah.
You are too.
I'm very nerdy.
We're just nerds. I think most OnlyFans girls are nerds.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Like think about it. We're sexy, but like most of us are really fucking nerdy. Like, we're all into the most nerdy shit. Yeah. Like, gaming. Yeah. And dressing up. I wish I was one of these, like, football girls. I always think that's, like, smart, like, going into, like, sport. I tried to do it, and I just said I, like, supported Swansea where I'm from, but, like, honestly, I don't understand football.
This is the thing, though, like, because this is what people try to do. Like, you're a very good example.
Yeah.
Very good failure example.
No, yeah, period.
So, like, there's no point in trying to, like, people have, like, outright copied me. Like word for word.
Spill the tea.
Like people like hate on me all the time, and then they'll outright copy my exact ideas. And like, there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from people. Do you know what I mean? There are plenty of people that I've taken inspiration from. Like nobody is ever 100% original because everyone's ideas come from something they would have seen or heard or read. So like nobody is ever 100% original. But there are people that have like outright copied exact things that I've done that I know are like straight up things that I've like decided that's how I'm going to do this. And like people think that because it's working for you, it's going to work for them, but it won't. Because unless they also have exactly the same interest as you and exactly the same like mannerisms and like how you are as a person, it's not going to work for them.
Yeah.
Like it has to be you being yourself and being interested in the things that you're interested in and like talking about that.
Do you love when it flops?
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, there you go, you silly bitch.
Yeah.
Like...
No, this is true, though. Like we just said, with like me trying to do football when I literally don't understand football. I've like, never watched football.
Why would that do well for you? Because you can't join in with any of the conversations.
It's not something I could even maintain.
No.
I was getting, oh my God, this is such tea. I was getting my ex-boyfriend who supports the football team to write tweets for me.
This is what I mean. It's not sustainable. Like, you can't do it.
I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, what the hell are you writing?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get football.
Yeah.
Not for me.
It would be like you trying to pretend to be a car girl. Like, you don't know anything about cars.
No. And like when I get people still that ask me questions on OnlyFans about football.
Yeah.
And like Swansea City. And I'm like, I actually don't know what you're talking about. And I feel bad. And I once again have to hit my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like, please help me out. I really don't know what these people are saying. Whoops, I'm literally just exposing myself. I'm an honest queen, like it is what it is. Sorry guys, I'm not a real football fan.
This is a thing though, because like I've seen people obviously like see things work for other people and then they'll try to do it because they're like, oh, it's doing really well for them, like maybe it'll do really well for me.
Yeah.
And then it flops and then they get even more uninspired and like depressed because they're like, nothing is working for me.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you just find something that you enjoy and that you feel passionate about, and you find a way to like pull that into your marketing, like the way I did it was literally an accident. Like I did it because I'd run out of content for my personal Instagram because my show car had gone away. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make these stupid videos. And then it just like went from there, you know?
Yeah. And you troll people too.
Yeah, I love trolling people.
Didn't you like say things wrong?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like with some of my recent things, I've been like, oh, I'm just checking the engine because I've got a mid-engine car, so my engine's in the back, and I've been opening the bonnet and looking for my engine, but my engine's in the back.
People think you're being serious. Also, like trolling is kind of like, I do love trolling.
I love to troll people.
Trolling is really smart because that's how you get people to like react.
Engage, yeah. Because a lot of people think as well, like it works really well for me because people think that girls don't know anything about cars, and like I definitely don't know everything 100%. I learn new things every single day, but like people genuinely think that I'm just fucking stupid.
Also, like some people don't think girls can be funny. So like what you don't understand is like it's satire, it's sarcasm. It's not actually, you're not being genuine, but they think that.
Yeah.
Like because girls aren't funny.
But it's so funny though, because when I see people in real life and they like ask me about it, like everyone that I'm friends with, they all know that it's satire, but all the people that hate on me are too thick to understand that it's satire. So it's like, babe, you're doing it to yourself.
They're just exposing themselves, like for real. Embarrassing. Like for God's sake.
But yeah, so just don't copy people. Like if you're gonna copy someone, put your own spin on it. You know, like if you see someone doing something, you're like, that's a really good idea. Like I want to try doing that myself. Then you need to like make it work for you. You know. Like I don't know. It's really difficult to explain.
It's like natural for things to be like similar.
Yeah, of course.
Just how it is. But then also, just like I don't know. I sometimes think it's cute when people copy me, but then sometimes I get a bit frustrated sometimes too. Like I remember like sometimes I'll like post my story like, oh, I'm going to do this, and suddenly like 3 people in the space of a week or 2 weeks have done exactly that, and I'm like, you've all viewed my story.
Interesting.
That's just interesting, isn't it? I don't get like too offended. It's just like a bit like, oh.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to do it better.
Feels like there's not much originality.
Yeah.
But I think that's because like, I think that really like differentiates the type of creators that people are though. Yeah. Because like the people that do have the genuine ideas are the people that will, in the long run, do better.
Who's your favourite OnlyFans creator?
I don't know.
Fine. Joking. Actually, I don't think I have a favourite OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't think I have a favourite.
Oh, no, I do. You know, Lily.
Is it me?
No. Yes. You know, Lily Fior.
Oh, yeah.
I just love her. I think she's like the sexiest person ever. And her Italian accent, I just love it. Whenever I see her post, it just makes me happy. I love her. And she's so sexy. I love her. She's one of my faves. I can't think of anyone else that's like my fave.
I don't know.
I have loads of faves, but then again, these are all my friends, so it's not really like someone I idolize.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I don't think I have like. Do you have someone you look up to, like in the industry, and you're like, oh?
Probably you. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, because you're like very dedicated and like you put your
thank you.
everything into your work and
Thank
like
you.
you're very like consistent and like you take it seriously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's only been for like the past maybe like 6 months, I think. It's because I was like so frustrated with like losing my accounts. And I remember like Arabella said, she was like, consistency. She was like, you need to be consistent. And I was like, you know what? There's loads of times where I'm not consistent, so you're right. And ever since then, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm always going to be consistent now.
Yeah.
But it's exhausting.
It is. It is.
It's really exhausting.
How many accounts do you have?
On what?
On everything.
I
have 2 YouTubes. I have 2 Instagrams.
Yeah. I have 3 Instagrams, 3 YouTubes. I think I have like 8 TikTok accounts right now. But I don't really bother with TikTok that much now.
Yeah.
Facebook.
And then obviously
Twitter.
OnlyFans.
Reddit. I don't really use Reddit anymore. Snapchat I'm banned. Is Threads still a thing?
Oh, fuck knows.
What was that about?
Honestly, they flopped.
Yeah.
But like it's very difficult to be original because there are so many platforms you need to post on. So it's so easy to just be like, you know, fuck it, I'm just going to do that. Because it's done well for them. Fuck it, I'm just going to try it.
And every platform, you need to have a different style of content.
Yeah.
I cannot be asked with TikTok anymore. TikTok does not dish out views anymore
TikTok
at all.
algorithms change.
Apparently.
Do you know what it is?
Your like sexual content gets shadow banned and you can see the statistics on each post and it'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but someone was telling me the other day. Should we see if it's on there? Then again, I never update my app, so I don't know. But apparently, if you go on the post statistics, it will literally say like this won't be on the For You page because it's sexual.
What did it say at the top?
Not eligible for the For You. And that's nothing.
Does it tell you why?
It'll be because it's sexual.
Fuck off.
But yeah, that's what someone was telling me because they were like, I think it was.
I didn't know they'd introduced that.
I think it was Elsa because she was like TikTok is there's no point now because anything is on there, like anything. I just think like women get penalized so much because we're deemed as sexual just for how we look.
Yeah.
So like me being because I have big boobs, like I never had as many problems. They're fucking so natural. Like I never had as many problems before I had a boob job as I did afterwards. Like I lost my TikTok account after I had my boob job. Like what, 3 months after, I think?
Yeah.
And it's like I never had an issue before then, but you're just deemed as sexual. But it's just like guys can post like literally topless and it doesn't have the same
connotations.
issue. But it's annoying because like obviously Instagram has the same feature where it says like it's not eligible or whatever. But I feel like that's probably less strict on Instagram than it is on TikTok, whereas TikTok will be everything.
Yeah.
They deem anything as sexual.
That's the thing, like this is what I was talking about earlier with like apps constantly changing. Like you have to be so aware. Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know until like 2 weeks ago.
So like that's crazy. But TikTok's also changed as well with the way that it lets you get views. So it used to be that every single time someone clicked on a video, it would be a view. So if I watched your video 20,000 times, it would be 20,000 views.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Whereas now it's just per account. So if I watch your video 20,000 times, it'll be 1 view.
Because YouTube is per view, isn't it?
Yeah. So like it used to be that on TikTok, if someone was like commenting like shitty things, you could reply to that comment. Everyone that liked that comment would get notified that there was a reply to it.
Yeah.
And then like every single time someone would come back to comment something, it would be another view.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
So that's how it kept pushing on TikTok. And obviously now they've changed that. It doesn't do that anymore. So a lot of people are finding that their views have dropped like dramatically because it's just not hitting the right views. Yeah. It's a lot harder to like push through.
It is extremely oversaturated on there.
Very.
I just don't like the app anymore. Like I just think there's no substance to it.
It's changed
Like
a
I
lot.
loved it when it was just like dancing videos. Everything was silly and like.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's just like really boring to me. Like I feel like it's moved from like YouTube to like TikTok. It's like similar content but shorter and like faster.
Yeah.
It's like all very serious. Like I sometimes do scroll, but I don't scroll all the time. There's just nothing to it.
Yeah.
TikTok has ruined society, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's like destroyed everyone's...
It's ruined our brains.
It's destroyed everyone's attention span. I can't even say it. That's how bad
We can't
it
even
is.
concentrate to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's addictive as well.
Yeah, the scrolling is
They do the
addictive.
same thing with like kids shows. There's a show called Cocomelon, and their scenes change really fast. And kids who watch that normally have problems with concentrating and sitting still because it's so fast paced.
Yeah.
Like it gives you behavioral problems.
Yeah.
God, we're gonna have a very fucked up generation.
We are.
With TikTok and fucking Cocomelon. It's fucking. My vagina is so sweaty right now. I literally can't cope.
And on that note, we're going to end the episode here.
Yeah, I need to like blot my vagina. I look so modest. Look at me. Wait, is my arse sweaty too?
Yeah. Oh my God, you have a line of drip.
Anyway, bye. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's our general take on social media. And like, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and follow us on all of our other platforms. And yeah, leave a comment what you think.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what other people do think about social media, because like it's so great. Like it's such a great tool, but I think like because it's so oversaturated now and everyone is obsessed with it and not always for the right reasons. Like people probably think that we're obsessed with social media, but it's literally our jobs. Like we literally don't get paid unless we are obsessed with it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like I feel like the average Joe that works at Tesco's who spends their entire life caring about how many likes they've got and stuff, I think it just increases people's like insecurities and like makes people feel worse.
I have people literally tell me like, you're such an attention seeker. Like you post such like attention-seeking content.
Yeah,
I'm like,
same.
That's the whole fucking point. Like,
yeah.
And also, that's not who I am as a person either.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'm not going to post things to not get views, you dickhead.
No.
But yeah, I think that's our general take on social media with like as content creators. But yeah, see you in the next episode.
Yes. Remember to